Good evening in the United States, good morning in Australia and Asia. Let's just have a look at the liquidity for the day. I'm just looking here at the main index. Here in the out in the half-hour time zone, we can see we're in green. This is time-laid liquidity, and down here in irregular liquidity, we can see that we had buying into the close. Let's have a look at the 5 minutes and see what happened. So we can see Friday bought well into the close. That's probably both put options being taken off. These puts that we can see here, this selling period that we can see set up during the day on Thursday, and then on Friday during the day it was pretty heavy, but into the close there's been less worry of escalation, and then today we've seen a lot of those puts come off and we've had a bounce up in the SPIX. Let's see what retail said. Retail said in the SPY that we can see here again it did a very similar thing. It wasn't so scared you can see here on Thursday it wasn't as scared as the main indexes, but we can see here it really bought hard on Friday, and again it's really bought hard into the close here. So I'm expecting quite good room to move during this week going into OPEX. Let's have a look at the big index, the Nasdaq. Gain, good buying on the Nasdaq, especially into the close after the foot being taken off Friday afternoon. Quick look at retail. Retail in the Qs, nowhere near as strong as the retail in the S&P 500. They had quite a selling day at the start of the day, but that has finished and they've really warmed up to it and started buying in the Qs. So I think that we've got a good opportunity to rise through to the end of the week, and maybe we'll just have a pullback on Friday OPEX itself. Alright, let's just have a look at what Gamma says to us. So I'll just have a quick look here. Gamma says to us I'm looking at the SPY here just to make it a little bit easier. Just turn off some of these so I can see. So I don't have Gamma measured yet come in. We haven't had the data yet come in. So Gamma is reasonably high, not too high. We're not up at these sort of level. Gamma is the grey here. We're at these sort of levels, so we've got an opportunity to bounce around, but it's high enough that it may slow us down. It's not going to be as flat as it was in December, but it does have the opportunity to give us a little bit more of a rise. We can see here, I'll just have a quick look at the S&P 500. The Gamma does look a lot lower here, but we have to remember that we have a lot less positioning within the MAG. The MAG is a lot lower, so there is room to move within the MAG at the moment in the S&P 500, in the main index, but there isn't actually that much buying in the MAG stock, so I can't see them being a big driving force. Anyway, it looks like we're going to have a good week. We've definitely had a good start to the week with lots of buying, which should drag through. I'll quickly here, we can see on Friday, this is the puts. Blue is selling, orange is buying, green is the calls. We're deep in the money here on the outside of this chart, and deep in the money on the outside of this chart. So we can see that we had quite strong buying on Friday, closing of out of the money hedges, which might have been sold here, and closing of in the money hedges here. So again, very strong indication for the week. Hope you have a great evening or day's trading on the 17th of June, and I'll speak to you during the week. Thank you.